Look at this server terminal rapidly outputting out-of-memory errors. If you have ever watched a modern application suddenly freeze, or a game stutter to a halt after a few hours of play, you are likely looking at the result of unresolved memory leaks. Today, our objective is to abandon dangerous, manual C-style pointers entirely. We are going to upgrade your code to use modern C++ automatic memory management. To understand why this upgrade is necessary, let's look at this split screen showing how basic heap allocation operates in a perfect scenario. A developer intentionally uses the new command to request a block of memory, and later explicitly gives it back to the system using the delete command. Under ideal conditions, this works. But this baseline scenario is an illusion. It assumes that software always executes in a straight line, completely ignoring the unpredictable nature of live code execution. Let's insert a standard error check into this logic. We now have an early exit separating our allocation and deletion commands. If that error triggers, watch the execution path. The program exits early, jumping out of the function and bypassing our cleanup command entirely. That red block is a memory leak. Because the function ended and we lost our pointer, the computer can never find or reclaim the space. If this function triggers repeatedly, it will slowly starve the host system of all available RAM. The definitive fix is std unique pointer. We include the memory library and write std make unique, binding the memory block directly to the local scope. The smart pointer tracks these boundaries. When execution hits the closing bracket, it automatically triggers a destruction sequence. By binding memory management directly to scope, C++ transfers the responsibility of cleanup from a human remembering to type a command to the infallible logic of the compiler. While unique pointer is incredibly efficient, it has a strict limitation. It mandates exclusive ownership. A block of memory can only be owned by one unique pointer at a time. If you attempt to copy that ownership to share data, the compiler intervenes and throws an error. It acts as a physical barrier to prevent a double delete scenario. If two variables owned the block, they would both try to destroy it simultaneously, corrupting the system. So consider this problem. You are building a game architecture where player 1 and player 2 must absolutely access the exact same weapon object. Pause the video, guess which smart pointer type you need, and try writing the code. To solve a multi-owner architecture, use std shared pointer. It introduces reference counting. The pointer tallies active owners. Player 1 acquires it, count as 1. Player 2 copies it, count becomes 2. The memory purges only when the last owner is destroyed and the count hits 0. While shared pointer successfully handles complex structural problems, its mathematical tracking requires computational overhead. You should purposefully choose it only when exclusive ownership is impossible. Let's view this fully integrated in a hostile environment. Here is a modern C++ class function establishing a critical database connection via unique pointer. Suddenly, the code encounters a severe error and throws an exception, instantly halting normal execution. Notice how the scope boundaries immediately collapse inward. This perfectly executes our safe cleanup sequence, closing the database connection and returning the memory to the system without a single leak. Here is your Day 24 cheat sheet. Apply these 3 rules to your codebase today. 1. Ban manual new and delete commands. 2. Make std unique pointer your default for maximum speed. 3. Reserve std shared pointer strictly for multi-owner situations. Internalizing these rules changes how you write software. You stop fighting random crashes, and you start operating as an engineer capable of building truly resilient code.